Okay, today guys, we're going to go visit MTV Cribs.
Hi, I'm Cherish. Welcome to my Crashpad.
Well, hello, Cherish.
Hello, we're here in Boston at my Crashpad, and this here is the kitchen.
Okay.
We have different sections. Everyone has their own section. This right here is me. A lot of fruit, Walmart brand, because that's what I can afford. And then you got Paisley over here. She's got her section, and then everybody respects their own space. But as you can see, quite a few people live here. Not too many, but they all have their own space. So move over here, and as you can see, all the goodies.
Whoa.
Look at that sriracha mayo. Those aren't mine, but they're here, and it's pretty packed.
So you want to be
everybody
really
has their own-
considerate that everyone has groceries.
And it looks like everybody's got groceries.
Everybody.
We eat. All right, so we move over here into this area. This is the downstairs bathroom. You probably thought you was gonna see some American Horror Story stuff because Crashpads are so cheap, but see, it's clean.
Clean.
They even, most places will give you, or you bring your own cleaning supplies so you keep it
So
clean.
you want to bring toiletries, paper towels, toilet tissue, toothpaste, all the things that you would need.
Yeah.
You don't leave anything on the sink because there's so many people here.
Yeah.
Oh, this might look okay.
So, we're moving on upstairs. Paisley, do you want to show them going upstairs?
So, I'm going to show you guys coming upstairs.
Girl, your hair is popping.
Okay, thanks. We're going to skip some rooms for privacy purposes, but we're going to go where all the magic happens. And this is the master bedroom, you know. So, you know, we got a little walkway going up here. And boom! Okay, so
That girl
this is where the
got
magic
her own
happens.
twin bed.
So
What?
this is my bed. This is Cherish bed. Like we said, we don't have bunk beds, so we have the, you know, the best of both worlds going on up here.
Yeah.
Let me think of some stuff I could tell you. So you want to have your own comforter, own sheets. You do want to bring that, especially if you have a co-bed, because the co-bed is your personal bed, so no one else is sharing their bed. So make sure you have your own, you know, things to put on the bed. Some people may say they have it, but I would still bring my own just because it's your own code bed. And you're going to be here most of the nights. You know, if you go over here,
Toiletries.
this is just where we have our toiletries at. So, you know, you need everything that you would need at home to get ready.
So you got all your girly stuff. Girls.
And then, you know, we have a little uniforms going on. You know, some of our uniforms that we haven't really wore that much or like that we're going to wear, so they won't pretty much get wrinkled. You know, them shirts is wrinkled, but we're going to use an iron. I mean, we can't afford an iron, so we're going to use
There's
the
definitely
dryer.
not all the clothes that we have
Yeah.
at home. So remember, bring minimal. Like, I literally have this stuff here, like, you know,
'Cause
bras,
it's your home
panties.
away from home.
But
Your
you don't want a
home
bunch
away
of
from
stuff.
home.
You're not going to need it.
Yeah, and what else? When you want to bring, like, you know, you don't want to bring too much. You just want to have just a little, because it's not a place for you to live at all by any means. So I'm going to go ahead and pass over to Cherish.
All right. So in here, we got lucky, like I said. So this is kind of like our little
where we
personal
get ready.
bathroom here. Nice little sink. We've got our own little shower here. And as you can see, once again, it is readily available for you to use. I would suggest that you spray it down before you get in.
Because it's too many people in a crash pad. You know, you want to have your toilet paper, well, your toilet paper and all of those belongings there.
Yes, you need everything so that you can keep it clean for others and also for yourself, because it's a community shower.
Right.
But it's not terrible. It's not going to be your shower with the removable head at home where you can... But it works. You can lay your head, you can take a shower, and you can eat here. And that's really all a Crashpad is for.
So I also want to tell them, I know people were asking, like, how do they afford bills back at home in their Crashpad? Well, Crashpads range anywhere from like what, $250 to $300, like we said in the last video. However, in New York, the price could vary. So fortunately, that's my only bill right as of now. But people do, afford bills back at home in their Crashpad, and I know that's why a lot of people say it's important to save. I only had probably like $100, but yeah. So you should save, because once you get out here, reserve. You're gonna struggle. Let me just say that you're gonna struggle. You can't skip the struggle, so don't try to. It's one of those things that it just get better with time. So like Cherry said a lot in the last video, it's really just paying your dues, like really paying your dues. So your time is gonna come. You're gonna get those bonuses. You're gonna be able to afford it. But until then, you just really have to like manage your money like you're supposed to. And then I know people also are asking about, how do they find these Crashpads? How do we find these Crashpads?
How do we find these Crashpads?
Right. We got our base, how much? 2 weeks. We got our base 2 weeks into training. So we know we were coming to Boston 2 weeks into training. So first we were like, oh my gosh, I'm panicking. And I see some people worrying about the Crashpad before they even get CJO. So I'm just like, calm down. It's gonna happen. Crashpads411.com is a site. And then you have a Facebook group called Airline, Crashpad, and Roomates, which that group may be private, so you may need to have someone invite you into that. And you also have your crew room posting, like your crew room, they're going to post, usually it's a wall where they can post different, posters when there's a bed available, or when they're trying to, fill a bed or anything of that nature. They might post it in the crew room for you to see at your base. So, keep an eye on those too. And if you know someone, you can reach out to them so they can, show you. But don't go too crazy on the Crashpads, because once again, like, it's not an apartment, so you're not probably 9 times out of 10 going to view it before you move into it. We actually just saw pictures of this. We didn't have a video or anything. We just had pictures. So that's all we had for this.
Craigslist too.
Craigslist is another one. Cherish, you found some from Craigslist, didn't you?
There are a couple. Craigslist is a little risky sometimes. You can also be paying more than what you would actually pay for a Crashpad. Because people don't really consider the Crashpad as kind of like just renting. So you'd be paying more than you really need to or should. So Craigslist is an option, but I would go with the first 3 that Paisley mentioned, because those are solely for Crashpads, and you're getting what you pay for. And keep in mind that Crashpad 411 is going to charge you. There may be some people who put their numbers in the description, but don't go into there thinking that it's free. There's a charge to send a message to the Crashpad owner, which kind of sucks. But if you need somewhere to live, you might want to go ahead and just pay that little small fee. Other than that, word of mouth is also great too. Just pretty much ask around. Wherever you're in training at, there's people walking around, leadership, senior flight attendants who can help you. Just kind of network and ask around, and people can, give your number. That's also a good source. But other than that, just keep looking. Don't give up. Commuting is really, really hard depending on where you're from. So Crashpads would be the best option, and just deal with it. This is comfortable.
Right. Compared to people's, I wish we could go to like other people's Crashpad, which maybe if we have time we may. But their Crashpads look totally different. It's like 6 bunk beds. So we got very lucky here.
Even though I'm leaving.
Yeah, she's leaving. So she's
It's
leaving.
okay. It's okay. I'm going
we may have to do a film.
JFK.
Yeah. So we also said a thing about, keeping your bags pre-packed. So Cherish, can you like open your bag?
Well, today is a little different. I've got my shoes, lunch, and like a t-shirt in there because I'm only doing a JFK and a DC turn. So I don't need anything because I'm coming back here tonight.
Right.
But otherwise, I would have this thing packed with food as well as my mandatory items. And I would have some change of clothes in there if I was going on a 4-day. Ready to go. Because when they call you, most airlines will give you 2 to 3 hours to get to the airport. and you need to be ready to go. I mean, you need to shower, have your uniform on, and get out the door. So always have a bag packed. Always.
That's another thing I wanted to mention is she said, you know, you have 2-hour call outs at our airline anyways. Other airlines, you know, you may have a longer call out, but you want to look for Crashpads that's in the area. Don't go like, oh, I'm going to get an apartment, and you look for somewhere that's, you know, kind of far. You want to get something that's in the area. Our Crashpad is literally 10 minutes, but we have to take the bus in the train and make it like 45. So give yourself enough time, please. Like, give yourself enough time, because, you know, time can vary. So, and Ubers is expensive, so don't say you have to catch that Uber every day, because leaving the airport to our Crashpad is like $20. So if you do that, you know, like 4 times, that's $100 or something right there, however you do the math, but you know. And I also have my bags pre-packed. Like, I don't wear, like, you know, my heels, you know, and all that. And I'm only taking this back today because I'm only doing it 1 turn, so is that? Oh, I'm only doing 1 turn from Boston to Orlando, Orlando to Boston. I'm coming back to my Crashpad tonight, and then I'm on reserve. But that's pretty much about Crashpads. Yeah, so just, you know, stay focused in training, you know, secure everything, and it will definitely come to you. The Crashpads, you know, it's just a home away from home, so it's nowhere that, you know, where you actually live, a residential place. It's just somewhere to be comfortable. Thank you.